Mheshimiwa Aaron Cheruiyot.
Asante Mheshimiwa Ichungwa. Your Excellency, asante, thank you very much. Deputy President wetu, viongozi ambao wako hapa na kina mama wote wa chama chetu cha UDA. Naomba niwasalimu wote hai. Naomba niwasalimu tena hai. If you're seated next to a lady, tafadhali mpendukie na mwambie, you make yellow look so good. Kabisa. Yani hii kikao inakaa mzuri sana because of the beautiful women of our party UDA. First, I want to appreciate, nitoe shukrani kwa sababu kama vile viongozi wote wamesema hapa, mtu yoyote ambaye anajua historia ya chama cha UDA, then anajua the place of women in our journey and the role that they played to getting us where we are. So anytime there is an opportunity to stand, especially before the women of UDA, you must always put up your hand and say, asanteni sana. We really appreciate. Thank you so much for standing with us. Your Excellency, Deputy President, I will remind you a fact ambaye our party chairperson always reminds us. Najua wakati mwingine tukiwa kwa mkutano, na as you would know, many of those meetings are male dominated. So there is a fact that Governor Cecily always reminds us when she wants to push the point of gender inclusion into the conversation. And she always reminds us this, that in the run-up to the general election, wakati ule tulikuwa tunashindana katika siasa, every time tulikuwa nafanya ile inaitwa opinion polls, na kufanya studies kuona how will we perform in this region or the other. Every time we did a poll that is gender based, yani ya wanawake peke yake na wanaume kando, tulikuwa tukifanya ya wanaume peke yake, the vote between Raila and President Ruto was always 50-50. Wanashindania moja ama mbili. But any time you did that poll and had the women of Kenya alone voting, there was a 10-point gap between President Ruto and Raila Odinga. So I am right to say that Mheshimiwa DP Gachagua, bila hawa wamama, wewe unajua pale wale watu wangekuwa wamekuweka sahi. Ungekuwa Kamiti. Kwa hivyo saa ile unakuja kuwaongelesha, waangalie vizuri. Na pia kama huko mbaya sana, warudi nyumbani wakiwa salama. Sababu bila hawa kina mama tungekuwa minority, hatungekuwa rais, so hatungekuwa so many things. Tungekuwa tumekaliwa na wale watu wengine. So we really appreciate what you guys did for us. Na ndio maana we will continue to support the gender inclusion question in all our conversations. Juzi tumekuwa katika mkutano na huyu chair lady, mimi ningependa mumpigie makofi. Our chairperson Governor Cecily. In fact, kwa hiyo mkutano, after quoting that fact is when the amendment was made. Na kama mulifuata the grassroots, the UDA Congress ambayo ilikuwa juzi, they made a decision kwamba for every elective position, kama chair atachaguliwa mwanaume, vice chair lazima akuwe mama. Chair, that point was pushed and successfully so by none other than Governor Cecily Mbarire, always reminding us. Unajua, and that's a beauty. Na unajua Mheshimiwa Ichungwa has said a fact and a point that I didn't know. Perhaps that's why it's always easy to convince us that he is a minority in his house. I want to also confirm before the UDA Congress that I am also a minority in my house. I am a father of girls only. So your two majority leaders, mambo yenu itakuwa rahisi sana. Because when I'm doing it on behalf of my own daughters. Ambayo one day they will be seated where all of you are seated. Sindio? So we give you our assurance, our pledge kwamba any decision that you take today as a Congress of the UDA women, be assured that when it gets to Parliament, nobody will dare mess with it. Tutaipitisha vile mumeitisha. Be assured of that. Lastly, Your Excellency, is just to ask that as we go forward, we continue to uphold the place of our women in leadership. I agree with those that have argued and have said many times that in a contest between a man and a woman, in any electoral contest, the women always start from a very disadvantaged point. Wamama wengi sana wanapitia shida kwa ikifika wakati wa siasa. na ni kitu ambaye we must always find a solution. Mambo ya violence during election time is a challenge that so many women continue to face. As we move in Parliament and we do amendments to Political Parties Act, I give you assurance that we will provide enough legislation to ensure that when we go to the next election, you, our women, will be safe while contesting. Hakuna mwanaume atakupangia guns na akubaliwe kushindana na wewe tena. We will make the punishment so severe that no man will dare touch a woman because when they are contesting against each other. Even those of our women, many of our women continue to face abuse. I receive messages, for example, from our nominated members of our county assemblies, that they continue to be insulted on a daily basis. Yet I know for a fact how hard many of them work to get our party where it is. Many of them, Your Excellency, you know, that the women that UDA nominated to our county assembly, they worked in our party office for more than 2 years without salaries. They worked hard, served us as a party. Then akifika kwa county assembly, unapata mtu mjinga anamwambia you are nominated because of ABCD. We want to say shame on such men, kabisa. And I assure you that we will continue to uplift you, our women, and make sure that you are comfortable. With those very many remarks, akina mama hoye! Akina mama hoye! Be assured of our support in Parliament. God bless you and have a safe journey home as you return. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Asante sana. Wapi makofi ya leader of the Senate. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais. Hawa viongozi wetu wawili wameni challenge. Mimi kwa nyumba yangu niko na vijana 4. Sasa safari ya kutafuta msichana inaanza leo. Bas sasa niruhusu sasa nimwalike mwenyekiti wa chama tawala, chama cha UDA, Governor Cecil Mbarire.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please sit down, thank you. Asante, asante sana. Thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable DP Gachagua, and also the Deputy Party Leader of the UDA Party. I want to say all protocols observed because of time. Wamama viongozi wa UDA, hamjambo. UDA, UDA, kazi ni kazi, kazi ni kazi. Wamama hai, na mimi sisikio hai mzuri. Wakina mama hai, asanti sana.